Alright, in this example I'm going to draw exercise number 5, the slider block. And so let's start with a new part. Click OK. Turn my planes on so I can see. I want to start an extrude. I'm going to choose the front plane to start with, so I click on that one. Now, because I've in the sketch, I want to go ahead and turn off my planes so they don't clutter up my drawing space. I'm going to choose line, and I'm just going to draw the base shape roughly what it looks like on the page. Escape out of that. I'm going to use my smart dimension and start defining this object. 0.5 as it says in the book. My side here is 1. This side says it's 3.5. And this side, I want to stay fairly close to it, because if you notice, if I go off center, it goes vertical or horizontal, but if I go off center the other way, it goes vertical. So if I want to stay centered in that as best I can, and choose 1.5 for that as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull that down out of the way. Pull this one up out of the way. Choose my smart dimension again, because now I need to get my angles. This one is 60 degrees. This one is also 60 degrees. Alright. Next, to fully define my shape, I'm going to select the origin, and I'm going to select my baseline. And just for this example, I'm going to choose midpoint. As long as it's defined to the origin, it will be fully defined. I'm going to go ahead and drag my dimensions up where we normally like to see those. And now I've got 2 holes I need to add, so I'm going to go ahead and place a couple of circles in here. Smart dimension again. It defaults to wanting to place a diameter on the last circle I placed. Let's go ahead and do that. And this one's 0.5. The other one is 1 inch. Now we need to dimension its location. So the book tells us from this edge to the center of this hole, that is 1 inch. From this edge to this hole, it's 3.5. Next, from the bottom to the center of this hole is 0.5, and from the bottom to this hole is 1 inch. Now, at this point, the sketch is happy and everything's okay. However, for future practice, I'm going to clean up where all of my dimensions are at. And it's very easy to rearrange where my dimensions are, so I can very easily position them so they don't look all clustered, and so I don't have any of them laying on top of each other or running into each other like we don't want to see. And verify at the bottom, it says fully defined, so our sketch is good to go. So I'm going to come up here, exit the sketch, immediately, because the tool I used was Extrude Boss Base, it wants to extrude that sketch, and that's exactly what we want to do right now. So I'm going to go ahead, and I think the book says that's 0.25, so I'm going to go ahead and extrude that 0.25. And that is all we need to do for this part. So I'm going to save it. I'm going to save that as my last name. Last name dot first name followed by the chapter number followed by the exercise number, and it defaults to part, so we're all happy there, and I hit save. And now this part is ready to be included in the assignment submission. So that concludes this demonstration. So I thank you for watching.